Rozonda Chilli Thomas is now speaking out after facing backlash over a post that many believed was directed negatively at Michelle Obama, and I'm not buying that this is just being brushed off as a simple mistake without looking deeper into it.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.
She's making it clear that she has nothing but respect for Michelle Obama and claims she would never intentionally say or do anything disrespectful toward her. But at the same time, situations like this don't just come out of nowhere. When something gets shared publicly, especially from someone at her level, there has to be some level of awareness behind it. I understand that social media moves fast and mistakes can happen, but I also feel like accountability matters more when you're in the public eye. You can't just post something and then walk it back without people questioning what really happened behind the scenes. What stands out to me is how quickly this turned into damage control. The message is clear: distance herself from anything that looks negative toward Michelle Obama. And that alone shows how serious the situation is. At the end of the day, this isn't just about one post. It's about how actions are perceived and how quickly narratives can shift. Respect is something you don't just say, it's something that has to be reflected consistently.